Metaverse is the buzzword of the technology world right now. Meta, hyped up this Metaverse thing just as we were about to enter the year 2022, but it doesn't seem to be only a hype anymore, because more and more big companies are getting involved to create a perfect virtual 3D platform for the whole world. The recent company which has been linked to being working on Metaverse is the first trillion-dollar company Apple. Recently, there has been a lot of speculation regarding Apple and Metaverse, but at the most recent company's fiscal year 2022 first quarter conference call, Apple discussed a bit elaborately about their plan on Metaverse. Apple teased its Metaverse ambitions in late January as CEO Tim Cook talked about the expansion of the company's augmented reality apps, prompting a strong investor response. The company has 14,000 AR apps on its App Store, and Cook suggested this number will rise with further investment. "We see a lot of potential in this space and are investing accordingly," said Cook in response to a question about its plans for the Metaverse, a broad term that generally refers to shared virtual world environments that people can access via the internet. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Even though Cook didn't use the word Metaverse specifically, his words were clear enough to understand that he was talking about the Metaverse. Upon being asked about Metaverse, this is what Tim had to say. "Well, that's a big question. But we're a company in the business of innovation, so we're always exploring new and emerging technologies. You've spoken at length about how this area is very interesting to us. And this is not the first time Apple CEO mentioned his interest in AR and VR technology, which are the basic components of accessing Metaverse. In a 2021 interview with a YouTuber, Tim openly admitted what a big fan of AR he is, also adding that he really thinks AR has a huge potential of becoming a big part of human life in the upcoming future. This is what he had to say. "I'm so excited about AR. I think AR is one of these very few profound technologies that we will look back on one day and ask, how do we live without it? Right now, you can experience it in thousands of ways using your iPad or iPhone, but of course, those will get better and better over time." Yes, Apple is not new to the AR industry, as its devices, including the iPhone and iPad, are AR capable. At its visitor center outside its Apple Park campus in Cupertino, California, there is a bare aluminium alloy structure that, when viewed through a specifically configured iPad, gives an AR tour of Apple's sprawling headquarters. But how is Apple thinking of starting, because this trillion-dollar company doesn't even have its own AR or VR glasses? Well, if you hear Bloomberg and Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo both reported that Apple plans to introduce an AR headset by this year or in 2023 with glasses to follow. If you're thinking that Kuo is just assuming, then let me remind you, this person has a history of predicting Apple moves quite accurately. Back in 2014, he predicted the launch of the Apple Watch. Apple, however, has not publicly acknowledged any plans and does not comment on speculation. Not only that, but Apple also has been quite busy building a solid resource for the AR department. First of all, they have been active in recruiting people specializing in AR and VR. There had been reports of Apple poaching experts from competitor Microsoft. On top of that, Apple has been buying several companies working on AR and VR like Aconia Holographics, Meta.io, and most recently in 2020, Next VR. So if you sum all of them up, the indication of Apple coming up with a smooth Metaverse seems quite strong, don't you think? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. See you in another video.